This just in. Apparently, all 13 states were invited to a meeting in Annapolis, Maryland, to discuss the problems our country is facing with the Articles of Confederation. This meeting, according to the invitation, is called Meeting of Commissioners to Remedy the Effects of the Federal Government. For you common people, it simply means it is a meeting for important government people to fix the problems of our federal government. Let's listen in.
Men, thank you for coming here to meet about some of the issues our country is facing.
Hey, where is everyone? I see only 12 people here, and we represent only 5 states.
Well, I hear that Connecticut, Maryland, South Carolina, and Georgia really didn't think this meeting was very important, so they didn't bother to send anyone. What a shame!
I heard that New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and North Carolina were planning on sending people. I'm not sure where they are, though.
Regardless, we must still convene. We may not be able to make final decisions of concerning our nation, but we can at least talk about them.
I'm not very happy that Britain closed many of their ports, including the ones in the West Indies. How are we supposed to trade goods with closed ports?
Our New England states closed their ports to get revenge on Britain. Now England can't trade with us.
Obviously don't know what Connecticut did, do you?
What are you talking about?
Connecticut opened their ports to trade with Britain, so now they're making a ton of money.
That's totally not fair. Connecticut should stay firm like the rest of us of the New England states. They need to close the ports to New England, but how can they do that?
That's the problem with our unorganized government. Each state can do whatever it wants. The states did not seem to want to stick together to help each other out. How can we survive as a country if we can continue to act like this?
I agree. We need to do something. Plus, I heard that there have been rebellions all over the United States. The individual states can't even handle their own problems.
Yeah, I heard that many of the farmers in Massachusetts are rebelling against the state government.
Can you blame them? They're frustrated. Many of the men were called to fight in the war. They were promised money, but they never got paid. By the time they got back to their farms, the farms were in bad shape. They had to borrow money to get their farms back into shape. Did I mention they were never paid for their service in the war? The state taxes are way too high, and they can't afford to pay.
I saw a list of grievances the farmers had with the Massachusetts legislature. No one has replied back to the farmers about their complaints. I can see this is going to be a problem.
Do you have the copy of the list? I want to hear the grievances.
As a matter of fact, I do. There are 6 grievances. First, the present system of taxation operates unfairly between the poor and the wealthy classes. Second, the tax rates have been set too high. Third, there's a shortage of cash money, and farm goods are not accepted as payment for debts and taxes. Fourth, court and lawyer fees are set too high. Fifth, state government officials are being paid for phaeton salaries. Sixth, the state's capital of Boston should be moved inland.
Wow, that is quite a list. They do sound frustrated. If the Massachusetts legislature doesn't respond, I wonder what's going to happen next. Some farmer leading a group of men just raid into an arsenal?
Do you think someone would actually be brave enough to do something like that?
I think so. The people are desperate. The government has no power or army to help. With all the fighting within the states and between the states, I don't think our country can survive.
So what should we do? We need to do something. We can't just sit here and watch our country fall apart. We fought so hard to be free. We can't fall apart after we've been through.
We need to set another meeting. We must find another way to revive the Articles of Confederation.
I agree. We must fix the weakness of the Articles of Confederation.
I feel the same way, Richard. We need to have a strong central government that can report the states, plus allow the states to still maintain some sovereignty. I will send out an invitation to all states asking them to meet at a grand convention in Philadelphia on May 17, 1787.
I hope all states send delegates, or we will be in some situations that we are in now. We need some representatives from all of the states to help plan and agree our decisions made for our country.
Actually, I think we need to start from scratch. I think we should plan a whole new set of guidance for our government.
Then these meetings in Philadelphia should be secretive. If anyone finds out that we want to completely change the form of government, the entire country will be in a state of panic. We are not authorized to do this.
But we must. I think we should let George Washington know about this. He most certainly wants a strong government. He's been thinking about this for years.
I agree.
Real, but the actual conversation is fictitious. This conversation is based on real problems the United States is facing at the time.